Okay. Hello. This is
Howdy.
me pressing the wrong buttons. Hi, we're back. We're live. We're here. Tormod's making inside jokes. Anyways, as many folks have already been figuring out, because I not too subtly was hinting at it, I decided that tonight was as good a time as any to finally give Illeana a try. Cool new character I had been meaning to take a look at anyways. And, yeah. Corrosion. More snakes.
Yeah.
Because we could always use more snakes.
Yeah.
So Illeana's cards are a mix of heals and evasion, but with the added risk of corrosion. And this is interesting and exciting because we haven't really dealt with any other modded characters that use evasion heavily. So like, you know, with as many modded characters as we have installed, we still kind of really only have Riggs as like a movement primary character. So I'm really curious to see how Illeana does. Also, certainly the corrosion mechanic is nifty. There's not really anything else that applies corrode to your own ship intentionally in the game, so that'll be fun to take a look at. Yeah, that is how I pronounce that. I could be wrong. That's just like, when I look at that, that is how my brain tells me to read it. But I guess I don't know what ethnicity the name is from, and therefore what set of rules to use around pronunciation of double L's.
So I mean, like, this reminds me of a different spelling of a character from one of the Fire Emblem games, Illeana. Ilyana. So that's just like how I'm pronouncing it in my head.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Anyways, we have Illeana. I obviously am wanting to try that out, but we have plenty of other options as far as crew and ships, so now is the time. If anyone has any suggestions or desires or, you know, things they want to throw out there. Otherwise, I will pick a few things at semi-random and get going. Illeana. Yeah, I mean, you know, if you go with the like Spanish style, double L makes an E or a Y sound. Illeana. Yeah, it does work. It is a potential way to pronounce that. This is also like space alien distant future land, so who knows how naming conventions have gone.
I'm sorry, Flip-Bop's last comment, though.
Yeah, fair.
Good shit.
I mean, is it silent if it makes the same sound as the letters before and after it? Maybe it's just Illeana. Maybe you just have to emphasize the length of having three different letters that make the E sound. Or three different sets of... I mean, like, I can make an E sound, double L can make an E sound, and EA can also make an E sound. It's just E. It's just E.
Nut.
Her name is just E now. Anyways, yeah, Marshy wants a random ship. This is fine, this is valid. Make her color
Artemis it is!
hex code E's, yeah.
Right.
I suppose now is as good a time as any to mention I do have a channel point reward for requesting runs. You do not have to use it right now for this here because I'm just soliciting feedback, but at any point, if anyone is feeling like deciding some condition for my next modded run, you can use that to ask for a particular character or ship to appear. Shaka did not mention a daily modifier mod, but that does not surprise me. It would be pretty fun to have. Illeana. See, now I just have to pronounce it differently every single time I say it. I have to come up with a new way to say it every time the word leaves my mouth. Okay, well, if no one has any particular suggestions, I will start hitting random on things. Jupiter is fun and interesting. It does have a good amount of hull. That could be good.
Thank you, Shaka. I was really hoping that would exist. Thank you. Super based.
No longer a snake.
Much love.
An improvement if you ask me. Yeah, you know, hyenas are pretty based. Are there any hyenas as modded characters? I can't recall seeing any.
I don't think so.
Beans in Cobalt Corwin.
True. Distinct lack of hyena.
It is kind of funny that there's two snakes and like Dinah's some kind of bug and like, you know, all of these other various diverse species, but there isn't like the super common ones.
Right, Marshy?
I did see that. I was excited to see that you uploaded a new character. I will have to get around to that eventually. But I had been meaning to do Illeana for a minute. Anyways, enough yapping, probably, maybe-ish. I like Isaac. I'm thinking not books here. Isaac on Jupiter is usually a good bet.
Oh, yeah.
I think we need... I mean, I don't know what Illeana has as far as attacks, but it doesn't seem like she's an attack-heavy character. And if we're going with Jupiter, it'd be good to have one of those. More yapping, please. Yeah, you know, fair enough. Illeana in the running for 4th character. Yeah, you know, always a good choice. Hyenas are like honorary canids. I mean, like they're pretty much just as good, so. I'm definitely not biased at all towards Canidae, though.
Aren't hyenas more related to Felidae?
They are, but I consider them superior to felines, so...
Well, you're not wrong.
Anyways, attack character. Any feels Tormod? Or I could just throw Bjorn in there because I have been meaning to do another run with him, but I don't think that would mesh well with Isaac. I could do Bjorn instead of Isaac. It's been a while since we ran Marielle. I could run... I mean, Dinah's always solid. We could do Fury or Drake.
I want to keep Isaac. I think...
Tucker could be interesting.
It's hard to say.
I could just random again.
Honestly, though, like, why did you say no to books?
I just wasn't feeling it.
Okay, that's fair. I mean, maybe just Perry.
There was an update to Dinah, that's true, yeah. Perry is always good. Although we did kind of lean on that on our daily run this week, so...
Oh.
For variety's sake, it could be interesting to do something else.
That's fair.
Oh, you know, we are doing the green characters, that's true. Maybe we need to do like Philip or Bjorn so we can get the whole green-ish. I guess Philip's more like yellow-green. His cards are still pretty green. He doesn't really have much in the way of attacks, though. Granted, uranium rounds. but that would also make the run take like 8 hours, so.
Let's do Bjorn.
Okay, we're just going in without strong attacks, and we'll just figure it the fuck out. Okay.
We will make all of the people have issues discerning whose cards are whose.
Yeah. I mean, even just looking at the names here, the colors are already super close.
Soggins is green. Yeah, I saw that comment too. Don't worry.
Is there any... Okay, so like the cards themselves have details in the corners, and that's all well and good, but I do feel like there should be some kind of accessibility feature or mod for colorblindness. Because like stuff like this that shows up in the modded like UI stuff doesn't really do much. Oh, okay, it does. That's good. I did not actually like check that.
Okay. Now I'm kind of curious what it looks like.
Here I am talking about there should be a thing without actually looking for the thing.
Auto-mark character cards.
Automatically apply a unique symbol in the character's color to their cards. Display that same symbol on the character's frame. Nice.
I love that.
We'll try that out and see how it looks. I don't know if that necessarily helps outside of the cards themselves, though. Because what I was talking about was more like like stuff down here where it shows your starting deck, right? Like it's color-coded per character, but if I wasn't able to tell the difference between these colors, it wouldn't be very helpful. Kind of a minor thing. I've been thinking about that stuff more lately because I do have some colorblind friends. I mean, Alt just says... Yeah, Alt doesn't give me anything for these. Yeah, I mean, like for the card itself, but not for down here. Actually, it's not giving me anything for any of these, it's just Cobalt card. That's funny. But I guess that's because it's like the menu is just a base part of the game. Yeah, no, I mean, like, there's only so many colors you can use. It makes sense that you'd be limited a bit there, but... All of the green, green forever. I have noticed that Shiny is always green username. Howdy, Zeph.
I am also a green fan. Favorite color. Big thumbs up. Mine's a little more lime colored, but you know.
Anyway, I think we should probably actually start the run. I just realized we've been sitting here on the menu for like 10 minutes. Yapping is what we do. What did I leave the difficulty at? Hard mode? Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, we've got 3 uncommons, gain a common artifact or get 2 random type A upgrades. Let's actually look at Illeana's starting cards. Oh, I see now the little symbols from the UI suite. That's helpful. I might leave that turned on just to make it a little easier for folks to see whose cards are who, especially with these greens all being so similar.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Okay, so Bjorn starts with Electron Gun, which gives us 1 relativity and does 1 damage, and Safety Protocol, which self-analyzes, gives us an energy, and then gives us Smart Shield. It's also got Finite, so you can play it twice. That's all the same as last week, obviously, when we played Bjorn. Illeana's cards are new here. We have Cleanse, which gives you 1 evade, as a corrode cost that gives you 3 temp shield. So you need to have corrode in order to play it, but it gets rid of the corrode when you do.
Huh.
And then Scrap Patch Kit, which gives you corrode and also heals 1 hull. And has retain, so you can hang on to it. Pretty nice. So cleanse on its own is no worse than a basic dodge, which is refreshing to see. Howdy, Ash. Also, chat is just flying. I was staring at cards and now I have to catch up. Yeah, a lot of the menu and stuff in Cobalt Core is darker, so it would be hard to have good enough contrast using any dark colored cards. Eyesore color combinations. It would be kind of fun if you had like an intentionally like eye strain neon high contrast character though. Or ship maybe. Anyways, 2 random type A's or an artifact I think are what I'm leaning towards. Getting free upgrades is usually a good thing. Looks like cleanse type A just gets cheaper, whereas cleanse B you get the temp shield and the evade every time, and it removes... Oh, it gives you -2 corrode? That's apparently possible. Negative corrode. I assume that just, like, brings you to 0 if you have less than 2 corrode. Scrap Patch Kit A also just becomes free, whereas B adds 2 temp shield. Attack Drone A is always good. Electron Gun A just gives you some extra damage. Safety Protocol A gives you 2 Smart Shield and removes the finite effect from it, so it effectively lets you play it twice without having to actually play it twice, which is nice. And of course we know most of the basics, the A versions just make them free. I'm kind of leaning that direction. Free upgrades is nice. I mean, an artifact could be really good, but could also be not good.
Sure, do it up.
Normally I'd go for the artifact, but it is kind of fun getting upgrades. Oh, we have dialogue. Dialogue's always good. This isn't my ship. Who are you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Unutilized hull. Sounds about right. Okay, let's get started. Seems like a good time to pop out a Jupiter drone. I think between Bjorn's Relativity and Illeana's evade cards, we should have lots of movement options here. Like, all 3 of these characters actually, like Isaac gives us drone shift, Illeana gives us evade, and Bjorn gives us relativity.
Yep.
So we'll have movement for days. It'll be fun. Oh, whoops. I wasn't paying attention to how much energy I had. We're gonna take a damage here. That's fine.
Hey look, Patch Kit.
That's true. It does heal. That is a thing that does. Granted, it will also immediately lose me that hull anyways, because I can't play the other card this turn, but I guess I could always hang on to it and play it next turn instead. I do have undos now, yes, but it was also like a minor mistake. And I'm trying not to lean on undos too much, because I still play dailies in vanilla fairly often, and I don't want to be too dependent. Like, that already caused me a couple mistakes this last daily. I mean, forgetting undos exist is generally how I do it about half the time anyway, so... Okay, now's a good opportunity to play Scrap Patch Kit and Cleanse, and Cleanse is free because it's upgraded, which is wonderful. So we can immediately fix that in the middle of a fight. And we actually have plenty of temp shield, so let's just move our Jupiters out of the way. We can even put out another one. Why not? Yeah, I mean, you can already save scum just by closing the game and relaunching, so I don't think undo would be that much of a unfair advantage, as long as it was very well, you know, tested such that all the bugs were ironed out, which it's already gone through a lot of. I don't think it would really impact things too much. But yeah, I mean, like, it's kind of already the meta for the daily to just restart your run or restart each fight multiple times in order to find the most optimal route, so...
Yeah, I suppose.
We have a new Bjorn card here. Thesis. Analyze a card. Draw cards equal to its cost plus 2.
Seems good.
Interesting. So I guess if it's a one-cost card, at minimum, this is basically Riggs Quick Thinking. But if you were to analyze a higher cost card, you could draw quite a bit more for the same cost.
Sure.
With, of course, the downside that you are analyzing cards, so they cannot be analyzed for other purposes in that same fight. But card draw. Card draw is nice.
Yep.
We don't have any high-cost cards yet, so this is basically just going to be quick thinking for now, but... How does this upgrade? Okay, so Thesis A just adds 1, Thesis B is a random card, and a +1 instead of +2, but it costs 0 to do. That's curious.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, routing-wise, it looks like no routes with multiple elites, so all sorts of directions we could go. Oh, there's like a little heart in the... Nice.
So there is.
Anyway, since it's, you know, kind of roughly even regardless of which direction we go, chat, how are we feeling about up, down, or middle here? Ash rushing to type up so fast that he presses several other characters in the process.
Still counts.
Minefield time.
Oh yeah.
Let's explode a lot.
Hell yeah. Ooh.
That's new. Okay, so we've got Overcharger and Spiked Bumpers, which are already both quite good artifacts.
Ram, baby!
Ram kinda sucks for Jupiter because you destroy all the mid-row.
Why? We never get to play it.
I do play it occasionally. So Experimental Lubricant. Once per turn, when you gain Corrode, gain 1 Hermes Boots. That's interesting. That could be
Okay.
quite good, but also quite annoying, depending. Certainly gives you a lot more movement potential, though.
Yeah. And then you could use relativity to focus more on drone shift if you don't want to move.
That's true. Having relativity does mean, like, I can move 2 to one side and then move the enemy back 1 and still mostly line things up the way I want to. I mean, I kind of want to take Lubricant just because it's interesting and cool and works with the new character and stuff. As much as Bumpers is silly.
All right, well, let's help do some playtesting then and see how bad of an idea it is to keep it in here.
Is that a on the fence about removing it because it's overpowered, or just because it doesn't add enough value? Anyways, chat, I'm just gonna keep bothering y'all. Are we going up or down here? There is no mid. Up it is, Weast. We'll go to the empty sector. It's fine. A new use for this metal-eating substance, and it's got to do with speed. Well, yes, we do have quite the potential for speed here.
Zoomies.
Well, with Cleanse being free, there's no reason not to play it even though I don't have the corrode, so... may as well get that tasty free evade. Oh, that's the other good reason to have taken that Bjorn card. Card draw will let me grab the Jupiter drone back on the same turn, so I can play multiple Jupiters per turn.
True.
That's always good to do. I should be running
only once
Twitch ads often enough that there are no pre-roll ads. So if you're getting ads outside of my scheduled ad breaks, please let me know, because that shouldn't be happening. Unless you're just talking about the, like, static banners. Oh, yeah, banner ads are a thing.
Really?
They do exist, yep. I think they changed that on mobile recently to where they still pop up even when you're in full screen, which annoys the crap out of me, but on desktop they shouldn't. Well, not a whole lot to do here other than give myself more movement, I guess. I can poke around in my ads and see if I can turn off the banners for my channel. Because it's not like it gives me much in the way of ad revenue anyways. It's not really worth it if it's a major pain for folks.
Oh, I just realized that the stream's subtitle needs to be edited.
Oh, yeah, so it does. Thanks for the reminder.
Yeah.
Knew I was forgetting something. Was too busy yapping.
The yappage.
I don't think we're using any alternate decks here. We're just, normal Isaac Bjorn. Run.
Yes.
Okay. If only I had more energy left. Oh, I intentionally did that. I just mess around sometimes. This font is silly and has a bunch of random alternate characters for capitalized or not capitalized. Yeah, as much as I'd like to drop another Jupiter, it doesn't really make sense to do here. Probably either play Scrap Patch Kit so I can get the... Well, I don't need the Temp Shield, so yeah. Yeah, I'll just attack and do the attacky thing. More damage per damage. Damage good. I mean, I could heal, but I could also not heal and do more damage. We love doing more damage. Not dying, what's that?
I love trash.
Oh, that's annoying.
Nice.
Precisely, Angerfang. Nobody has ever died from not healing.
Yeah, sure.
Guns don't kill people, bullets kill people. Ah, yes, Repulsive Force was mildly confusing when I looked at it last time. Once per turn, this action automatically triggers when this card is in your hand, does nothing otherwise. Whenever this ship moves, the opposing ship moves the same distance in the other direction, decreases by 1 each turn. Ban guns throw bullets at people instead. Yeah, you know, fair enough. If you throw it hard enough, it'll do the job. Maybe.
In theory. Knives are statistically more dangerous, assuming they hit.
Anyways, Okay, so once per turn, this action automatically triggers when this card is in your hand. I still don't know that I fully understand what that does, and my memory is apparently not good enough that I completely forget how you explained it to me last week. Or last time. Was it last week? 2 weeks ago? Last week?
Last week, Tuesday.
I suppose, yeah. But like, what are the conditions? Okay, so it's when you draw, basically. Because like, once per turn it triggers when this card is in your hand. To me is like, does that mean when you draw it? Does that mean if you retain it? Like, on draw makes more sense, I guess. Playing the card only does the bottom action. Yeah, that makes sense.
Right, yeah.
Which moves you one, and then because it already gave them entanglement, it will move them one as well. Yeah. Once per turn, so you don't redraw and it triggers again. Yeah. Okay, okay. That all makes sense. So the A upgrade giving it infinite. The infinite is only going to be the moving part. Since the impulsive only triggers once per turn, the B upgrade gives you relativity instead of automatically moving you once. Makes sense. Makes sense. Lawrence Transform was somewhat useful last time, but I don't know that we even really need it now because we have sources of good evade, drone shift, and relativity. So it won't be as helpful to fill the gaps that way. Solar Breeze is always nice. Well, not always, but often nice. I don't know. Repulsive Force could be interesting. Does add a bit more to think about, but
Shady does have the point there.
oh yeah, with Solar Breeze, yeah, that's true. I do like that. I think I'll take that for now. And we're already at our first repair yard. Scrap Patch Kit A could be nice if I just want to make both of Illeana's cards free. We are not fighting Cleo with our basic deck. I don't feel like starting the run over this soon.
That's okay, we can just yeet Flip-Bop out of the cannons.
Honestly, a basic dodge B or basic shift B would probably be a good way to thin the deck out because we already have a lot of sources of movement outside of those. Airlock him.
I don't know, Flip-Bop, what kind of missile are you?
There's a modded character idea for you, just like, or maybe even a ship mod, I don't know. Something where you can give up cards to use them as attacks and you get different values for the attack depending on the card you get rid of. Whether it exhausts them or, like, just single-use destroys cards, I don't know. There'd have to be some kind of, like, significant penalty. I guess exhausting would probably be more appropriate because destroying cards would basically just be free removes. That's fair. I have yet to play Bucket, so I'll have to go and take a look at some point. Basic dodge is probably the more redundant of the two here. So I'll go ahead and upgrade that one first. Alright, we have two functionally equivalent paths. Are we going up or down here, chat? Down. Flip wants to go mid again. Alright.
Back to mid.
Oh, Janitor Bot. I haven't seen this one in a minute.
Shiny, look what you did.
A mod that adds secret mid options. That would be fun, honestly. Like, they don't show up until you get to the node before them or something. You could do some interesting stuff with that.
Warp to Zone 3.
Right.
This is Star Fox now, let's go.
Okay, let's see. We've got Solar Breeze, we've got an attack drone. I'm gonna put the attack drone out and then Solar Breeze, I think. And that way I block their cannon attack. Safety protocol is helpful. Get some shield built up without having to spend energy on it.
Huh. Much Gren, yes. Also, you are Gren yourself.
Yeah, I mean, we've already got, like, Fred, Shaka, and Shiny are all green in the Twitch chat, too. Although Shaka shows us a different color in the chat panel on my stream layout as compared to actually in the chat. There are occasionally differences there. Anyways, I think if I use Cleanse, I can hop over a couple and put my drone somewhere useful. Get an attack or two in. Thanks, Illeana. Illeana Banana.
Praise Illeana.
An anti-synergy character who hogged the decks for themselves. That sounds fun. Yeah, I also like the goldenrod color. I'm definitely not biased for any reason whatsoever.
Yeah.
I do tend to have my Twitch username set to red though because of it being a primary and more high contrast color. How did you know I was part robot? Oh, I don't know. The snake with arms.
Don't worry about it. Gee, Ash, I wonder why that might be. Cough.
Yeah. Yeah, Janitor Bot does get kinda gnarly at times. I guess I could use Thesis here to draw and put on another Jupiter, but I don't think it would really be worth it. Maybe if I had Grazer Beam or something, but I don't, so I'll just attack twice and call it a turn. That is also fair, Aaron, but to be equally fair, your character's colors do synergize pretty well with that. Like, navy and gold is always a good look. Or, you know, dark blue, whatever shade is appropriate, but... It's too bad I don't have any attacks here. I feel like I still struggle more with Rail Cannon than Janitor Bot. But Janitor Bot has definitely ended a couple runs of mine. Like, you can certainly get unlucky with it.
Yeah.
Or slip up and make mistakes.
Jumbo.
Rude. After I did all that effort to plop out more Jupiters. What a jerk. Oh, that's not what I meant to press. Hey look, undo. There we go.
Oh, the Rusting Colossus? Yeah.
I mean, Rail Cannon is an elite. I guess I wasn't distinguishing in my mind, but yeah. Yeah, Colossus can be tricky for sure. I think I have a little less trouble with that one usually because by the time I get there I usually have some kind of like relatively cohesive build to where even if my main strategy doesn't work well on that, I'll have some backup cards.
My strategy yesterday was teehee, pump more corrosion into it.
Yeah, honestly.
That was just fun. That Inverter B. Bless Inverter B.
Okay, so we have a new Illeana card. Build a cure. Add an exhaustible cure and a failure to your draw pile.
Why is Soggins in the deck?
What?
It's a joke. Failure. Anyway.
Oh, ha 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 ha.
Shiny's like real.
My brain did not process. Anyway. Okay, so a cure has retain, 0 cost, exhaustible card, lose 1 corrode, gives you an evade, and a failure, +1 corrode to self on draw, -1 corrode when played. So it's essentially the same as the 1 trash card that Wizbo gives you.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
But if you get that on the same turn as the cure, you can just use the cure to get rid of the corrode and keep it in the deck another round. So there is that. Or I guess any other card with a corrode cost. So it's not necessarily a bad thing to have in the deck. If you have another card or enough cards with corrode cost to get rid of the corrode from it. I don't know, it could be interesting. I guess we haven't taken any new Illeana cards yet, so... We'll give it a try.
Piercer.
Hey, Piercer.
Now we need to run Piercer. We're good.
Yeah.
Actually, we don't. Wait, how does that...
Drone Piercer works with Jupiters. It's OP as fuck.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah.
I am pronouncing it different each time on purpose, like I said I would. I am committing to the bit.
We'll see if you remember the bit by the time we're midway through Zone 2.
Oh, I'll absolutely repeat it. Repeat pronunciations at some point. I'm not, like, gonna be able to think of things on the fly enough to have each and every one be different, but I'm still gonna try, because it's funny. Okay, name of the game with Stinger is just do a lot of damage as fast as possible generally, so. And we also have a nice opportunity for a heal here with Scrap Patch Kit. Don't really have a need to use Build a Cure right now. And I think while we have the Hermes boots, I'm just gonna use that evade real quick to hop over one. Since we're losing 2 of our Jupiters there anyway, yeah. That relativity thing is fun. Oh, these are all brand new cards. Okay.
Hell yeah.
Lots to read. We have Taser,
Oh.
which self-analyzes, gives you a stun charge, and then attacks. So I guess as long as it can analyze something, it does a stun attack, basically. That's kind of neat. Autonomy. Sets your corrode to 0, loses 1 hull, gives you 5 evade. Okay. Dropping the tail, I guess. Nice. Lizard style. And amputation. X equals your missing hull, heal X, minus X corrode, minus 2 max hull. Wild, okay.
Okay.
That's interesting. I don't think I've ever seen a card like that before.
Huh.
By her prototype named Craig, does she have a list? NG Illeana? Only Americans will get these stupid jokes. Anyways. Yeah, these are all interesting cards. I mean, Taser is basically like stun shot, but does damage, but also analysis. Autonomy seems pretty nice. Getting 5 evade is solid.
Yep.
It's a lot of evade.
What do the upgrades look like?
You can reduce the max hull, you can increase the max hull.
Oh, you can get ace.
Oh, yeah, so it gives you the amount of ace. Okay, X divided by 2 ace. Minus X corrode, minus 3 max hull, and it's single use. But like still for the Cobalt or something, that could be, you know, pretty great. Division is, yeah.
Shaka's like, nope, I'm done.
Airlock time once again.
Yeah.
So does Flip Bop or Rufu do more damage as a projectile?
I don't know, let's find out.
Okay, and autonomy we have
Flip Bop has a beak.
so autonomy A gives us auto
the hell
dodge.
is that?
Interesting. Autonomy B,
Blockable
hurt.
hurt. Okay.
Yeah. That's nice. So it makes it 2 instead of 1, but if you have shield, you don't actually take it as hull. That's cool. The inverted triangle and it being yellow is a pretty good way of signposting that.
Yeah. Thank you for that, actually. It's good symbology.
Anyways, interesting set of options here. We don't have any stuns, so Taser could be useful in that regard, especially with Jupiters. I like having stun, because you can save drones. Amputation doesn't really seem like a gamble that would work well with my playstyle, at least certainly not yet. And I don't think we really need the extra evade a ton from autonomy just yet. Not that it wouldn't be great to have, but I kinda like Taser right now. That and like we're kinda light on attacks anyways, not that it is any stronger than our other attacks, but it at least adds one more to the deck.
Yep. I dig it.
Use the division card so we can safely eject Rufu. Yeah, fair. It is kind of tempting. I do like the idea of having a card that you kind of like save up for, you know, Cleo or the Cobalt, and then you just get a huge benefit out of it.
Wait, I thought the point was to not safely eject.
To unsafely eject. Eject with maximum recklessness.
There you are.
Anyway, yeah, I think I'm gonna take Taser here. We are not quite at the end of the zone, but we're getting close. We do have our first ad break coming up here, so we're going to go ahead, get up, get some water, stretch, use the bathroom, all that good stuff, and we'll see you back here in just 3 or 4 minutes. Or make breakfast. Making breakfast is also a wonderful idea. Alright, catch you then. Okay, let's chug along. We've got our first elite here. Ah, Tusk. We have seen this guy once before as part of the Extra Enemies pack mod. Does this one work? Invalid passcode. Prepare to die, pirates. Well, it was worth a shot. Well, with Solar Breeze and Basic Shift, I can just get over to the cannon. So that could be interesting. We have not seen anything that does tarnishing just yet. That is one of Illeana's other novel mechanics. Welcome back with breakfast. Breakfast always good. So he starts out really wide, but he gets narrower each turn. Unless you stun the cockpits. Brittle on hard, weak on hardest. My brain parsed that as breakfast because things. Breakfast. Breakfast good. Ship slims down. Doctors hate it. Doctors hate this one weird trick. Oh yeah, so here's a good opportunity to use Taser for that stunning the cannon to save the drone like I mentioned before. Although I can pop another drone out and parallel shift first so that I can hit with all three. Or actually, instead of parallel shift, I could just use electron gun and then shift that way and get some damage in the process. May as well, right? That's fair, yeah. First runs with most characters, you don't end up seeing some of their mechanics anyways, so I kind of figured that this would just be a first taste of Illeana's deck. I was kind of hoping for an attack there, but that's fine, I guess. May as well take the free heal off Scrap Patch Kit here. Okay, let's see. If I parallel shift, that'll line up the one with the brittle spot. And then if I move 2 left... Well, if I scrap Patch Kit Cleanse again, actually, that'll let me move 2 left with just 1 evade. I don't know, because I only have so much energy. I've still got plenty of evade. I'll just skip the Patch Kit part. So yeah, if I parallel shift here, lines up to 1 drone, then I can hop over a couple, drop another drone, then we taser, and basic shot, and I guess I can stay put. May as well save the movement. Tusk has 1 cannon almost fully charged here. I don't intend to let him get that shot off though. Okay, we've got Little Hadron Collider again. All other analyzable hand cards, analyze them, shoot for 2x. We have conclusions. All other analyzed hand cards gain X gadget progress. Right. Gadget progress was something that we got close to, or started messing with, like, a ways along in the run last time and didn't end up getting much benefit from it. So it might be good to start early on that. Having both of these in the deck didn't work properly last time, and I think that's been fixed. I guess Hadron Collider is the more rare of the two, and we don't really have any other high damage attacks, so it's probably worth taking. Especially since Jupiter's would obviously multiply that. It is a bit high cost, but could be a good finishing move. Okay, we have 2 new artifacts. Aside from Jettison Hatch here, we have the Synchrotron. Each combat, if your deck contains at least 3 cards that cost 2 or more energy, one of them at random gains accelerated until end of combat. That's fun. Do we have 3 cards that cost 2 or more? I think we only have like 1 or 2. Yeah, we just have Hadron right now. So that wouldn't be useful yet, but it could be pretty useful later on. We also have Byproduct Processor. If you end your turn with more than 0 energy and corrode, reduce corrode by 1 and gain 1 evade. Corrode will still trigger before removal. Interesting. Yeah, Bjorn does have a little bit of card draw, which is, I did take that Thesis card, so that allows me to analyze a card to draw more cards. I kinda like taking Synchrotron and just planning to take 1 or 2 more, or I guess 2 more, higher cost cards. Byproduct Processor is neat, but I don't think it would help me a ton yet. M&Ms in general are not great. They're like specially designed to be unsatisfying so that you eat more of them, and ever since I learned that, I just stopped bothering with them entirely. Like, why would I eat the candy that is intentionally baiting me when I could eat candy that I actually enjoy? I mean, peanut M&Ms are better, but that's because they have peanuts, you know? Yeah, they're not bad as, like, in trail mix or something, but Trail mix also usually has the off-brand ones, and those tend to taste better, if anything, so... Smarties are nice. Gummy bears are fun because they're at least chewy. Okay, Hadron Collider B not only ups it to 3x, but also doesn't exhaust. Hadron Collider A just gains retain. I kinda like B better there. Are you perhaps a dog? Hey, I mean, anyone can be perhaps a dog if they want to. We don't judge here. It not exhausting can become a problem. Yeah, I mean, like, it wouldn't be especially useful after the first couple times when your deck starts to all be analyzed, especially right now I have a pretty small deck. So it wouldn't really be all that helpful for me right now. But the 3x on its own is a pretty nice benefit. Sour Skittles, pretty great. Build a cure. Oh, you can get a cure B that gives you auto dodge instead of evade. Interesting. And a failure B gives corrode to both you and the foe. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, that's spicy. That would definitely make it a little more likely for me to actually play the card. Were we ever not doing furry sounds? I don't recall those ever being banned here. A woo is legal. Yeah, I don't know. There's a number of things I could upgrade here and have it be worthwhile. I could still just do the basic boring thing and upgrade basic shift to B, but my deck's already pretty small, so I don't know that that's super important. Awooga. Hadron does seem, yeah, pretty good. Seeing as I don't have any other, like, especially powerful attacks. Otherwise, Electron A, I mean, getting a little extra damage out of that wouldn't hurt. Yeah, let's commit to the bit. Ah, yes. Alternate crystal. Got safety protocol right away, so thankfully we can get some free shield there. Don't really want that attack hitting my weak spot. I don't really need to draw cards too much here. I guess I don't have... Yeah, I guess I might as well. Because I don't otherwise have a good way to spend all my energy. I can get a couple Jupiters out. I don't know. I mean, like, if Duncan can be believed, there may be some necessity for cannons to charge alternately on most of these ships. Because Duncan talks about giving the drills a break and using the cannons. And I mean, like, the enemy isn't limited by card draw or energy count, so it kind of makes sense for their ship to have some kind of limitation system.
Well, actually...
I can already Hadron for 24 here, that's pretty nice.
Yeah.
That's not quite lethal, but it's pretty darn close.
Roly-poly, almost dead fish head.
Also, hi Tormod, you're back.
I am.
Oh, that is lethal. Wait, what?
Did you hit a weak spot? Did you have fracture detection?
I did not.
Piercing.
Oh, piercing. I forgot I had piercing. Yeah, alright.
I was going through... Yeah, okay.
You know, I'm fine with that. Oh, none of these are high cost. Okay, I was kind of hoping for a 2 or 3 cost card here. Alright, so accelerate. Analyze a card, it gains accelerated for the rest of combat. So that just makes it cheaper for the rest of combat. That's interesting. So with a smaller deck, that could be really valuable. Contingency plan. Gain 2 Smart Shield or 1 Relativity. If analyzed, gain +1 and lose duel? Interesting. So would it just default to whatever it was flipped to, or would it only give you Smart Shield? It's also limited, so you can use it 3 times each combat. Whatever it was flipped to. Okay, that's what I would assume would be the case. Yeah, that's a funky one. Okay. So it's 1 energy, it either gives you 2 Smart Shield or 1 Relativity. But you can analyze it and get 1 more of either, however you lose the ability to choose between them. That's real interesting. That is my first limited card, I believe, yeah. Which, you know, relatively straightforward effect. Makes pretty good sense. Allows you to play it a few times, but not too many times. Discourages infinites and that sort of thing with that particular card. We also have Weaponized Patch Kit, which applies Corrode and attacks for 0 damage, but applies weak.
So, hey, Shaka, can I ask a question real quick? So, if a card gets exhausted because limited reaches the 0 count, what does limited get set to if you unexhaust a card?
Oh, yeah, that is a good question. Would it set back to 3? Or would it just be set to 1?
1.
Just
okay.
1. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I believe Twitch clips do stay up forever, at least at present, yeah.
Yeah, so long as you have less than 100 hours.
Oh, sure, yeah. That's probably based on affiliate versus partner and whatnot as well.
Well, that was the limitation that they
added, right? Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I think Weaponized Patch Kit is a pretty solid card. Accelerate could be interesting as well, because my deck is fairly small, but I don't actually have that many high-cost cards. I would probably just be using it to make a 1-cost card free.
Oh, Ash, you're right. Those were highlights, not clips. Sorry.
Yeah, that was highlights, yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, clips don't expire. Those stay up. The VODs themselves expire after 2 weeks, and then eventually someday I put them on my YouTube. I've just been slow on that lately. Background sprite culling, interesting.
It's probably a nickel optimization that Shaka's gonna look at.
I mean, to be fair, Shiny, that's not terribly hard to do. Weaken Hull is pretty mediocre as a card.
Okay, I really like We Can Hull B.
Yeah, I mean, upgraded it's better, but like its base version is just not good value.
No, not especially.
Okay, we have 2 more boss artifacts for each of these characters here. We've got Warp Prototype. Replaces Warp Prepped. Gain 1 perfect shield and 4 evade on the first turn.
Okay.
That's certainly interesting. So you just cannot take damage turn 1.
Hey, Cleo.
Yeah, that's
Shiny's like,
That's kind of nuts. I'm kind of surprised there's no downside to that one. Outside the box, you can analyze temp cards. Okay. That actually could help a decent bit depending. It would let us analyze Jupiter drones. Granted, we can only do that once because Jupiter has recycle, it's not single use. But it might also work for trash cards, so that would also be helpful. Yeah, turn 1 invincibility with 4 evade, pretty great.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
Drone Hub Booster's not bad, but yeah, definitely want to try one of these new ones. I do like the idea of outside the box, especially for getting even more power out of Hadron Collider. Because I'm basically always going to have a Jupiter drone or something like that in my hand. Or if I get a handful of trash, it would make the trash a lot more useful. Warp Prototype seems kind of OP though, I don't know. Yeah, that is also a fair point. If you don't generate temp cards often, it's not as worthwhile. Let's give Warp Prototype a try. It's pretty great. Hard to deny the value there. Hooray, we finally made it to Zone 2. Heh. Ship go vroom indeed. So yeah, we don't get that shield on turn 1 anymore, but we do get perfect shield. So I can just completely ignore this attack here. It also just gives you a lot of evade, so that definitely helps make up for not having the shield on turns 2 and 3. Yeah, beneficial for Jupiter for sure, yeah. Yeah, I mean, 4 evade and perfect shield does seem like a whole lot. Not that I'm complaining, but, you know. No damage indeed. Oh hey, it's Hadron Collider. And we have Thesis, so we could make the hand bigger first. Actually, if I thesis Solar Breeze, I can even replace the card that I analyzed with an unanalyzed one. Okay, so thesis... Wait, no, if I play thesis, I don't have the energy to play Hadron Collider. Duh. Darn it. Well, I do kind of want to save Hadron Collider for when I have more than one drone. So I guess I'll just skip playing it at all for now. And of course I drew failure. Would it have killed?
Yeah, but...
Oh, you know, I'm looking at the number... Wait. But I only have one Jupiter. Even with Piercer, it's 9 damage. Why was it at 9? I'm confused.
What?
When was Hadron at 9? I didn't think it was that high.
Oh, you analyzed Solar Breeze?
Yeah, in order to draw more cards. So it still would have been... I had a 5-card starting hand. It still would have been 3 other analyzable cards. Or would it have been 4 because I... Wait, no, yeah. Yeah, because I drew Parallel Shift and Failure.
Oh, a
been...
temp card, you can't analyze temp cards.
Oh.
So...
Yeah, no, but I still would
Yeah.
have...
Yeah, because you have 2 normal cards.
Oh,
Tripled
okay,
is
yeah,
6.
yeah, I get it.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
I get you.
Whatever.
We're
fine, we're fine. It's fine. Well, here's a fun opportunity for patch git. Add a couple weak spots there. There we go. It's not a daily, it's not like it matters how many turns I do it in, right? Gone in a jiffy. Slithering out the door. We get an auto dodge, heal 1 hull, Illeana is missing, and it instantly ends your turn. That's fun. Yeah, no. You would not be able to reliably run Illeana in dailies. I mean, I don't know. I think situationally it could be useful. It gives you the auto dodge, it gives you a free heal. Those are pretty nice. Reusable heal is definitely like something that she seems to have a lot of. Gone in a Jiffy. B lets you dodge left, which is also nice, but it gives you 2 missing, whereas A bumps the healing up by 1. Auto dodge right is kinda weak, yeah. I might skip this. I don't think we really need it. Okay, we do have a route with 2 elites here, but we have several ways we could reach it. So chat, how are we feeling? Is this an up, down, or middle? Alright, that is a fast consensus to middle.
Finally, we got the real mid.
A middle that exists. Hey, look who it is.
Kill the frog.
Missiles, please.
Light him up!
Y'all are vicious, okay.
Oh, where's that fucking Hadron?
No chill whatsoever.
No! No! There is no incentive to save Soggins right now.
But we could get Artifact. Don't you want Artifact?
We can get revenge.
Chat very much wants to just murder Soggins. Okay. Owl seat frogs. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Is this a?
I'm proud of you all.
Is this a kill Soggins run? It seems like I just.
Soggins needs a retribution event. Yes.
Yeah, that would be funny.
Oh no, sorry, Soggins botched.
Okay, I'll fight Soggins, fine. If y'all are gonna clamor for his death, like, that intensely.
Can't play it. You don't have a
Yeah, I
Jupiter.
don't have drone hub booster, and I put my drone somewhere the missile would hit. Womp womp.
It wouldn't have killed.
No, it would not, but it would have been funny.
Oh, it would have been so pleasing. That's okay, we can watch Soggins murder himself.
Gee, I wonder why. Well, there's no reason for me to heal now because I wouldn't be able to get rid of the second corrode. Shoot
Now
you
you
with
could.
what?
Hee hee.
Dang, we couldn't save him. Hello, and welcome to my video, Will.
Let's keep going.
Okay, chat, do we pull up at the repair yard or scoot on down for an extra combat before this elite?
Can we upgrade Hadron again?
No.
Oh.
Left, darn it. I don't think we can. It won't let me go back.
Oh, can we just go back and kill Soggins again?
Up it is. Need more material to experiment with. Okay, so we have Hadron already upgraded, obviously. Thesis might be worth an upgrade just to get a little extra card draw out of it. We talked about maybe getting Electron Gun upgraded for some more damage. Oh, what does Taser B? This action will only trigger if the card is analyzed. Oh, interesting. So instead of Taser analyzing a card, it's just once it is analyzed, it will always stun. That's kind of neat. A just gives it retain. Make the card draw 0 cost, you can... Yeah, I mean, I guess the downside there is it's only equal to cost +1. So if it lands on a 0 cost card, it won't improve the damage of Hadron at all, and if it lands on a 1 cost card, it'll only improve it by 1. I guess unless it analyzes Hadron itself, because I don't think Hadron counts itself towards the X. So there is that. What if the Soggins event gave you an option to take over his smug plus video will when you kill him? That would be interesting. Smug is kind of fun. It is random if you upgrade to B, yeah. If you kill the frog, you become the frog.
Bleh.
Yeah, I mean, B is 0 cost, but definitely has some downsides there. Oh, weaponized patch kit B deals brittle. That could be fun. Costs 2 instead of 1, though. A Lich King Soggins.
No.
Yeah. Oh, actually, you know, if I upgrade Weaponized Patch Kit to 2, then I only need one more 2 or more cost card to actually be able to use the Synchrotron. So maybe that's the play here. I don't think there are any other cards I can upgrade to increase their cost. Yeah. Let's do that. That seems like a nice way to get us a little closer to Synchrotron being useful. Alright, Starnicle time. And we get that lovely perfect shield turn 1. Not that we can do a whole ton with it right now, but... Still could be a lot worse. Oh boy, I can use weaponized patch kit to make the brittle spot brittle. I can't wait to do that. I guess it might make it permanently brittle instead of being shielded the other turns, so maybe it's still worth doing in that sense.
Honestly, that seems like science.
Yeah, let's do some science. Seeing as I have cleanse this turn anyways. We got Hadron with no drones again. For shame.
Sad.
I suppose I still have electron gun, so I can still attack here. May as well take the opportunity. Yeah, it doesn't look like it kept the brittle. Okay. Well, science done. Okay, we've got these annoying rocks in the way. Can still get a couple drones lined up. Yeah, but only for the people who are still alive. Alrighty, good luck at your appointment.
Yeah, take care.
Hey, we drew Cure and Failure and Cleanse all in the same turn. Look at that. I don't know why you're so concerned about me healing. It's not like I had that much damage. There's Hadron. We can actually play it this time.
Hooray, drone.
got a solar breeze to line the drone up first, but unfortunately that does reduce the effectiveness because we drew a card that we've already analyzed.
Heh.
Still not bad. Don't have any attacks here.
Oh lord, he glarpin'.
Yeah. I guess we'll just set up for next turn. Okay, unfortunately don't have any way to line these drones up with the brittle spot here. That's too bad. I can use Taser to actually protect the drones this time though, so there's that. And I suppose I can hop over a couple and drop another drone. May as well. Hey, there's Hadron again. I'd say not having exhaust on that is pretty handy. Oh, we got conclusions, so we could start working towards gadget progress. We also have restoration, which is a new Illeana card. Illeana card. Gives us 1 corrode, X equals your total corrode, heals for 3x, and ends the turn. That's interesting, so that kind of encourages you to carry a high corrode. I like conclusions here. It is fun to have that with the upgraded Hadron. And it's early enough in the run still at this point, I think we could actually get something for our gadget progress this time, so let's give that a try again. Plus that'll be our third 2-cost card to start getting benefit from Synchrotron. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like... I mean, like, so far it's 4 cards through 5 cards, so it's still pretty balanced. But yes, I have been ending up playing some more Bjorn cards. That was part of why I put Bjorn in the crew, though, was like, I knew first time through with a new character I'm not going to see a lot of the more interesting cards for that character anyways. So it's helpful to have a character that I can also do some more developed things with. Okay, we got Fracture Detection, Overclock Generator, and Glass Shield. Definitely doesn't make any sense to take a Glass Artifact right now. Fracture Detection is always fun, but I think I like the extra energy a little bit better right now. Especially since we already have the weaponized patch kit, we can make our own brittle spot. Okay, and we want to go up here so we can hit that second elite. Hey! It's been too long. Sport time.
Sport.
The rejuvenative power of sport!
Where's that large Hadron Collider so we can just end it?
Unfortunately, we are in the Jupiter, so that's not an option anyways.
Dang it. It's true.
However, that 4 starting evade is really handy right now.
Sure is.
Gone. Goodbye. There's the Hadron Collider. Don't really want to move. Puts the Golden Ball into every battle, so it's always sport. I mean, hell yeah.
Huh.
Oh, that's a fun idea.
Okay.
Kinda curious. Oh, you know, relativity could really help me here, actually. If I move one left and then move them one... Well, no, then I'd still get hit. I can't quite get the ball in. I guess if I moved right and then moved them left, they would miss me. It is 1 damage, it's not like it's a big deal. We can heal it with cleanse anyways. Or with scrap patch kit and then cleanse, you know what I mean. And those Hermes boots come real handy for this.
Hooray.
Goal! We don't want the ball right now, that
Nope.
would kind of get in the way of our drones. Not this time. Long range scanner, that's a new one. Adds a bit of information about nearby nodes when navigating through sectors.
Yeah, Shaka mentioned that.
Yeah, so that comes from mix of random elements. New artifact, new artifact, new artifact. That seems fun. Stun calibrator is generally pretty great, but I kind of want to take the new artifact and see how that works.
I want to see it.
FTL style.
Fuddle.
Sasha has gifted us with information about nearby sectors. Scan result, detected artifact.
Card
Oh,
printer.
it tells me what artifact. Well, or at least it tells me one of the artifacts. Grazer Beam. Well, I definitely would rather have Grazer Beam, but also the Elite is this way, so I think we still go up here.
Alright.
We will see what else is there. It is just card printer. Okay. Do we want card printer right now? I mean... I don't know that I'm likely to play anything first other than Jupiter, and I definitely don't want extra Jupiters.
Let's skip it.
I should probably just turn that one off at this point, but it isn't, like, that bad, and it can be interesting sometimes. So you went back in time just to prevent your favorite TV show from being delayed? Why not just go one more forward in time instead? It is a lot harder to time travel 1 month than it is 2 days. You buffoon. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, the extra artifact choices are from Artemis, otherwise it's just the one. Oh, we have 4 energy, so we can actually still play Hadron here. And I've got my perfect shield, so I don't need to worry about these attacks. Bonk.
Yeah.
Gotta love that binary. Oh, we're not quite there, but we're close. Piercing definitely helps quite a bit with this guy. Non-binary star win. Yeah, fair. Alright, got that good piercing damage. Don't really think we need any of these. Drone piercer, oh hell yeah.
Yep.
Well, now we're just gonna be all piercing all the time.
Yep.
That's quite nice. Oh yeah, I didn't actually notice. I guess conclusions would have been the one that got knocked down to 1 cost. With synchrotron there. We just didn't run into it. Flex move is good accelerated fodder, but I don't actually have anything that does accelerated in my deck. I didn't end up taking that 1 card. Anyways, we have another ad break coming up here, so I am going to go ahead and take a break here before we hop on to the next thingamajiggy. What artifact? Oh, you're talking about for synchrotron. Okay, right. Yeah, but I do already have 3 cards that cost 2+, so it should at least take effect already. And it just picks one of them at random, so it doesn't necessarily benefit much from having more past those 3. Anyways, yeah, we're gonna take a quick ad break. We will see you back here in a few minutes. Take you this chance to get up, stretch, get water, take care of yourself, and we will see you back here in just a few. Okay, howdy folks. I am back. It is just me. Tormod had to go to bed. But we have a run to finish. And things are starting to come together, so I think we can probably do so pretty handily. Your reflexive coating doesn't scare me. I have piercing on literally all of my attacks now. Get hecked. That moment when you take both attacks to the weak points just to flex your perfect shield. Conclusions got accelerated, but I don't have any analyzed cards in my hand. I guess I can analyze a card with safety protocol. I don't know if it's really worth playing Conclusions just for the one, but I'm probably not going to get another chance to play it this combat anyway, so I may as well. At least get the ball rolling on the gadget progress, in hopes of getting at least one artifact out of it before the end of the run. Yeah, Tormod had to go sleep. He and I have both had recent changes that have made us a little tired a little earlier in the evening. So we're still getting used to that. Okay, so we got Hadron and we do have drones, but I can only line up one of them. That's a bummer. It's less that he's fixing the sleep schedule and more so that he stopped taking one of his sleep medications and that counterintuitively has made him tired earlier in the evening. But it was one that was for staying asleep, not for the being tired part, so... Fraudulent Fuel, that's another new card. Gives us 2 evade and 1 corrode. Otherwise we have radio control and space mine, neither of which is especially great here. I don't think we really need Fraudulent Fuel. We really only have cleanse and cure to get rid of corrode, so I don't think adding more is going to help a ton right now. I guess I'm kind of surprised I haven't seen more cards with a corrode cost. Anyways, how does Conclusions upgrade? Gain 2 gadget progress, X equals times played this combat, receive 2x damage. Oh, that's interesting. Is that from all sources or just from attacks? Because if that includes corrode, that would be pretty bad right now. The way it's worded implies that it includes things like corrode. Oh, 2x damage as in x, not 2 times. Duh, I don't know why I parsed that way. Okay, so x is times played this combat, you receive that much damage. Yeah. Is that blockable? I guess it says receive that damage, not lose that hull, so I would assume it's blockable, yeah. Okay. That's interesting. That would do really well in a Dizzy run or something. Or I mean, like, even with Bjorn, you have safety protocol and some other sources of perfect shield and stuff. That could be interesting. Remind me why that would be good synergy with Tai. I haven't played them super recently. Welcome back, Arufu. Oh, right, yeah, increasing X effects. So that would be bad? You can take damage much more efficiently. Yes, yeah, fair. So conclusions A just adds retain, which would be pretty helpful, I suppose, because you could wait to play it until you had a handful of analyzed cards, or at least with more analyzed cards. Yeah, still don't really have a lot of other, like, obvious candidates for upgrades. Unless we wanted to do, like, free patch kit or something like that. We'll go for the retain on that. Give us a little bit better chance of getting to 15 by the end of Zone 3. Well, we can start this one off by creating a brittle spot. That's pretty nice. Although it might be nice to save that until we have more than one drone out. Or a way to get rid of the corrode. Or both. It is 1 damage, yeah. It's more so just that, like, my brain is like, oh, I could have multiple brittle spots and that would be cool. But yeah, probably better to make it up front so that I can use it later if I get Hadron or something on turn 2. Oh yeah, I don't even take the damage because I have perfect shield. Right, I forgot about that. Hey look, speaking of Hadron, that's not quite lethal, but it's pretty good. Let's see, that's gonna knock me 3 to the right. 1, 2, 3, I should still be fine. Sorry, y'all, we don't get to listen to the cool music for very long this time, it would seem. Playing conclusions for only one again. Oh well. Still good to play it while I have the chance. Didn't really get much in the way of defensive options. I suppose instead of playing conclusions I could move over and whack that punch with a drone and then just keep on flying until I'm out of the range of getting hit. That might be a better play. Hey, there's conclusions again, and now we have 2 analyzed. We could even have 3 if we use safety protocol again. Lucky shuffle. Laced yo food. Alright. Gives them 2 engine lock. We also have a Jupiter drone, which would be better if we weren't in the Jupiter. And neglect safety. Deanalyze this or draw a card. Receive 1 damage. We did use neglect safety last time. It is an interesting one. It looks like you received the damage either way. I don't know how much that would really help us right now. I think laced your food might be the most useful of the bunch. Not really loving any of these for my current deck though. I guess we'll try laced. Oh, I like the B upgrade, giving them corrode. That's kind of nice. The A upgrade just makes it cheaper. Yeah, lacing the fuel is close enough. Okay, we've got simplicity, tempo boosters, and dirty engines. Let's see what tempo boosters does. You can see where the design of this artifact was inspired from. At the start of elite combat, gain 1 ace and 1 corrode. On boss encounters, gain an additional 1 ace and 1 tarnish. Interesting. So you start with Ace in Elite Combats. You also start with a Corrode. But you'd start with a Tarnish in boss encounters, but if you have the perfect shield on turn 1, and Tarnish decreases by 1 per turn, then that's not even a downside. Interesting. Cleo doesn't count for this. Yeah, that's fair. Well, I don't have the card draw to make Dirty Engines make all that much sense, and I don't think Simplicity would help me a ton. I mean, I could get rid of the basics, I guess, but... I mean, yeah, I don't know. Simplicity is basically always useful, but at the same time, having more cards in the deck is actually a little bit better for Hadron B. So... I would encourage you not to drive and watch the stream. If you're driving, well, listening to the stream, that's fine, that's one thing. I'll yap into your ear all day, but maybe do not be using your eyes on the things that I am doing while you are also operating heavy machinery. Twitch does have an audio-only mode. It is handy. Yeah, I think we'll take tempo boosters here because having the warp prototype makes the downsides a lot less of a downside. And getting Ace would be real neat. Yeah, ears are wonderful things. I thoroughly enjoy using my ears for audiobooks and podcasts and listening to music and all of those sorts of things. I am somewhat of an audio fiction enthusiast. It's great to be able to listen to people tell stories while I work on other things or drive or walk around. Not the greatest turn 1 here. Well, the Hermes boots will help me get out of dodge, if nothing else. I suppose I could also use laced to keep them where they're at. Yeah, that's not bad. Oh, and now we got that Hadron B. We can just end things here. Although we didn't get to use conclusions. So maybe instead of ending things here, I just intentionally only hit with 1. Don't quite have enough energy to play conclusions and Hadron this turn though, that's too bad. If I use Thesis here, that'll draw everything else in the deck, so then I'll have a pretty good chance next turn of getting a handful of analyzed cards. Still have a couple energy here, so I can use our scrap patch kit and the cure. That'll get the cure out of the deck, so that'll be one less unanalyzed card. And I guess I could play Weaponized Patch Kit for the same reasons, but I don't want to give myself that corrode. Although Taser will self-analyze, so there's another chance to analyze a card actually. Alright, we've got a pretty good handful of analyzed cards here. I think now is probably as good a time as any. X equals 4 is about as good as I could ask for. Find a cure B. Right, that's just the... Gives corrode to self and foe on draw, and then gives tarnish to foe when played. Which is pretty cool. Kinda tempting. I think I'd rather upgrade the one I have than take a new one, though. I keep forgetting to upgrade that. A second Conclusions honestly wouldn't be the worst. Being able to play it twice would get me more gadget progress per combat. What are we at now? I don't think it shows it anywhere. Anyway, yeah, let's try that. Okay, looks like upward we have 2 elites. We could grab a repair yard. Yeah, we need to grab the repair yard if we want both elites. Okay. Well, I guess I can't forget if I just talked about it like 20 seconds ago. Let's upgrade Build a Cure to be actually useful. Alright, Angler time. Oh, we got Accelerated Hadron. And I start with 4 evade so I can actually get over there. Heck yeah. Okay, even with Perfect Shield, I don't want to get hit by this guy because then I'll get the junk card out of it. Yeah, I mean, fear isn't too bad of a card, but like, I have the evade, I might as well dodge it. Hey, I could actually use Thesis on a card that costs more than 1 for once. Not that I really need to, but I might as well. Oh, got both my conclusions. Not a great turn for that. Yeah, stalling does seem to be the play. That I don't have any block here, and I don't really... I guess I could dodge. Yeah. Oh, we got our build a cure B. Also safety protocol. And taser. Oh, whoops. Okay, yeah, so conclusions doesn't count itself. I guess I can undo that. There we go. Well, I can play Thesis, but I wouldn't be able to afford to play Conclusions afterward. So that's a little annoying. Probably still worth doing just to analyze one more card. Scrap's already been analyzed. There we go, that let us analyze a couple more cards. Still can't afford Conclusions, unfortunately. Three is decent, and I have one more yet, so I may just play it. Although we did get Laced Your Food again, we could just stall. And I don't even need to move because that gives me the temp shield. Yeah, moving first would have been smart, but oh well. Okay, we got both our conclusions again and Hadron B. Unfortunately, Hadron B would be lethal, and I don't have a way to move those drones out of the way. Yeah, I could get some basic shift and move them, but then I wouldn't have the energy to play both Hadron and conclusions. So, unfortunately, we have almost a perfect setup, but not quite. It might still be worth moving him over and playing Hadron just to analyze that many more cards. Yeah, otherwise I just play the conclusions that's not as good and just deal with it. I don't know, if I'm stalling for better conclusions anyways, I might as well just move these guys and play the Hadron. So it analyzes a few more cards. Okay, we now have 5 for conclusions. I think that's pretty darn good. There aren't any more that I can analyze with Thesis, since Fear and Jupiter are temporary. Oh yeah, that's a good point. I don't actually know whether you can go over 15 gadget or not. No, it does say you... Okay, so you can only gain 15 per combat, but it says you just lose it after you gain 15 and you gain one of 2 artifacts. So I'm pretty sure you can gain it mid-combat. Yeah, you can't go over 15 per combat, but you can go over 15 during. Interesting. Yeah, so that's why there's separate colors between the yellow and the white in your gadget progress to show how much you've gotten this specific combat. Anyway, yeah, Thesis wouldn't help here because I don't have anything to analyze with it. I guess if I use my movement and my relativity, I can block this 3 with a drone. That seems like my best option here, so as not to pick up more fear. I mean, there's not really any reason to play Fear. That would just put it in the deck to be shuffled through again. I may as well leave it in my hand. I'm not going to hit hand size limit. Okay, we got our Hadron and everything is already analyzed, but we still don't have our second conclusions. That's annoying. 0 point Hadron, yeah. Electron gun should let me avoid damage here. There's our conclusions. It'll do 4, which is pretty good. I guess basic shot is the only one. Well, yeah, safety protocol will let me analyze that, so. There we go, 5 out of conclusions. Boom. We get another artifact. So we could go stun calibrator, or we could go side projects. Every 3 non-temp cards you analyze gain 1 gadget progress up to a maximum of 5 per combat. Well, we're certainly doing plenty of that, so that seems like it would work well. Get us at least 1 more artifact before the end here. And now we can finally actually focus on finishing them off. Of course, they're going to run away right away, so maybe not, but... Sunk cost fallacy, hell yeah. More artifacts per artifact. My child will finish the combat. Let's hope Solar Breeze draws an attack, shall we? Hey, look, that's an attack. There we go. That was longer than it needed to be, but hey. Okay, we have Accelerate A. 1 cost, analyze a card. It gains accelerated for the rest of combat. I see, so that removes exhaust. Thesis B, that's the one where it analyzes a random card, draws cards equal to its cost. And Entangle. Accelerate A is interesting, but I feel like we're going to have our whole deck be analyzed just fairly quickly just between the cards we already have. Like, with Hadron Collider, Safety Protocol, and Thesis, we're already analyzing most of our deck pretty quickly, and Taser for that matter. So I don't think having another card for analyzing would really help us out here much. Permanently analyze a card. That's interesting. Oh, but it permanently gains accelerated. Yeah, that is fun. Oh, is this end transmission again? It sure is. Okay. This'll be interesting. Okay, I did at least get cleanse up front so I can get rid of that corrode. It's too bad I didn't get Hadron Collider right away, seeing as I have perfect shield and I could just tank it. Not that it would matter because I wouldn't have the energy, I suppose. But this is an elite, so I actually get my free ace this time. That's kinda nice. It literally is just Evil Jupiter. Except that it doesn't attack, it just puts out drones to attack you with your own attacks. Actually, stunning the next drone wouldn't be the worst idea here. Oh, whoops, I wasn't meaning to... Right, I have Hermes boots. So I can't do that because that would move me the wrong way. I suppose that is an interesting synergy. Having experimental lubricant and tempo boosters means that you get Hermes on turn 1 for elite and boss fights. But that does mean I could easily drop a Jupiter on the weak spot. I like that Isaac's concerned for the drones and not for the disturbing alternate version of himself. Good time for Solar Breeze here. Oh, bye, Illeana. Oh no, my Hadron Collider. Oh, well, I have 4 energy, though. Then again, if I do that, I can't play my conclusions. Yeah, I think I may sandbag this one again just to get some gadget progress out of it. If I just keep moving left, it'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Isaac is now double missing. Yikes. Maybe just a little slightly disturbing. Okay, 5's pretty good. I'll play one of them. Yeah, 4 will get me to another artifact, so let's do it. Chaff emitters or spiked bumpers? Ram would be kind of funny here, seeing as it would just destroy all the Jupiters. Why not? I don't know if I'll get a chance to use it this combat, but it would be a funny way to end the fight. It's too bad Tormod's not here to see the wonderful bumpers we have now. Can we leave? I don't like this. Yeah. I don't like this either. Dealing 1 to every part hit. We would only hit 3 parts here, so if I moved over a couple, that should do it. Unfortunately, Bjorn is the one who's gone right now, otherwise I would play Thesis for a quick extra analysis, but it's fine. Oh, that's true, Ram doesn't pierce, yeah. But still, I can get rid of a bunch of Jupiters at once, that's kind of fun. Okay, we've got Solar Breeze, we've got Transmushroom Bee, and we've got Fractal Structure, which is new. That analyzes to give us 1 max shield, then provides a smart shield in addition to that. That's pretty nice. Why is that flippable? I guess it just retains flippable because the original is flippable, so why get rid of it? But it is symmetrical, so there's not any advantage to flipping it anymore when you have B. 2 attacks and 1 shield, or 1 attack and 2 shields? Oh, yeah, that doesn't make any sense for flippable, but okay. I would rather that, or I would expect that to be, what's it called? The double cards where there's a top and a bottom half and they're different. Because, yeah, like, just looking at it here, I can't flip it to see the fact that it would behave that way. Huh. Well, that's certainly an interesting card, and it comes pre-upgraded, so that is kind of nice. On the other hand, I already have a lot of stuff going on in mid-row, and there's not too many situations where I would be likely to be able to just throw 3 Jones out there. Fractal structure would let me analyze more things, but I already have a lot of things that let me analyze more things. I think another Solar Breeze is probably the way to go. Alright, we've got 2 more new artifacts here. We have Forged Certificate. Every 4th time you take hull damage, immediately heal 1. Nice. And Special Relativity. You may store 1 extra relativity. Start each combat with 1 relativity. Well, starting combat with 1 is kinda nice, but I don't think that would help me a ton. I think taking hull damage... Getting 1 heal every 4th hull damage is pretty great. We're not really hitting the cap on relativity all that often, and I've got plenty of movement from Illeana right now, so I think we go for her Forged Certificate artifact. I'm never letting you touch my drones. Alright, time to get started on analyzing all of the cards all of the time. Of course we ended up with Accelerate on one of the conclusions, and it's not even the one that has Retain. That's annoying. Honestly, mood, Curio, mood. It may not surprise you to learn that I am, someone who enjoys tinkering with robotics. I actually just got my lawn robot set up again for the spring. His name is Leggy. Oh boy, we can make a bunch of brittle spots. Actually, what if we do it this way? Yeah, I like that. Well, Hadron would kill even if I only hit with one right now, so that's a little suboptimal. I guess we can shift the drones out of the way first to play it, just to analyze everything. I could really use that lens. Oh well, I guess. There it is. Four's not terrible. I guess I can play this Solar Breeze and see if I get another analyzed card. No, just another Comm Jam. Which I suppose is good reason to hurry this along instead of stalling forever and ever. That and the corrode. Keeping on dealing damage. Okay, we can get 3 out of this conclusions, which isn't great, but it's something. I think we just go for it at this point, because the comm jams are going to become a bit of a problem. That ought to do. Even got some extra analysis in at the end. Okay, we have a second safety protocol, a second scrap patch kit, or autonomy again. Not really feeling any of these. Should be fine without. Excuse me. That one snuck up on me, hopefully wasn't too obnoxious on stream. We do have one last ad break coming up here. So I'm going to go ahead and take this artifact and then we'll hop to an ad before this elite. Of course it's card printer again. Yeah, no, it did not end up getting much out of the scanner there. We'll just skip this one. Roll on to this elite. Looks like it's Rusting Colossus with colorful crystal. Not my favorite, but hey, it is an elite, so. Yeah, I should probably disable card printer. That is fair. Fair and good feedback. Anyways, The one who's living in my head rent-free. Yeah, you know, that does make sense. Someone has a thing. But yeah, we're gonna go to an ad break real quick. We'll be back in a few minutes to dust up the Colossus and move on to the Cobalt. It's a good time to stretch, get some water, take care of yourself, and we'll see you soon for the end of the stream. Okay, yeah, that's interesting, Shaka, insofar as being able to see the zone end boss right away. I didn't actually look around the map too much to see how that would work. They were sweet and spicy pickles, which makes for a delicious pickle juice, although I will still drink dill pickle brine. And there is another jar of those in the fridge that still has some pickles in it yet. But yeah, I've been, between donating plasma and doing manual labor, have had a need to consume some extra electrolytes in the last few weeks. Oh right, there's Hermes boots. I guess I may as well just get out of the way. I still have plenty of evade. Yeah. And we'll go ahead and get some damage in while we have a chance. Start analyzing some cards. I am also not allowed to donate. Well, I don't know. The way that the rules are now, I could donate blood, but I just haven't cared to, I guess. But the plasma I get paid for, and right now I'm unemployed, so it is an important source of side income for me at the moment. Not that they pay me anything close to what they get for it, but, you know, it's at least something. Kinda want to patch kit B, but I also already have corrode and don't have a way to get rid of it, so probably not the best idea. Better to just wait them out right now. Hey, there's that Hadron Collider. I only have 3 energy this turn, so if I'm doing it, that's the only thing I'm doing. Unless I wanted to use safety protocol first, I guess, but that would reduce the damage from Hadron anyway, so... I've got the drone shift. I guess I might as well line up the weak spot. Bonk. Sorry, bam. I used the wrong onomatopoeia. I'm probably gonna want to try and use my conclusions soon, seeing as the corrode is gonna finish off Colossus whether I like it or not. Ah, finally I can get rid of that corrode. Okay. That helps. Okay, we can get one of those conclusions in here. Yeah, I don't have any other way to analyze cards, so may as well. Colorful crystal or nanofiber? Oh, interesting. So colorful crystal was what long-range scanners said one of the rewards would be for this boss, so I guess that just was either it triggered that RNG early or it happened to be one of the artifacts in both reward pools. I think I'd rather take nanofiber, honestly, given our tendency to take hull damage here. And now's a good time for Scrap Patch Kit because I have Cleanse in my hand again. So I can get some free shield and free heals. I suppose if I spend one of 8, I can also keep that shield. That worked out pretty well. Oh, you know, if I do this, I won't be able to, well, no, there's 7 hull, so as long as I don't attack it again, it'll survive to next turn, so I can play conclusions next turn. It's got, oh, it gets 1 more corrode first. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, so if I don't attack here, I can stall. Otherwise, I could just play it for the 2 and call it good enough. I guess I can see what my next hand would be anyways. Oh, well, yeah, I'll get Safety Protocol, so I'll be able to analyze a couple more cards. Yeah, so I'll stall here. Bye. Alright, we have adjust, analyze a card, and discount it. That is kind of nice. Boulder Bundle A and Space Mine. Maybe adjust. Could be nice for Adron or something of the sort. If nothing else, it's a card with retain that can itself be analyzed, so we have another new Illeana card, or artifact rather, external fuel source. Gain 1 evade whenever you gain a temporary card. Caps at 2 evade per turn. Interesting. We also have Gravel Recycler that gives me temp shield for asteroids. I don't have any asteroids in the deck. And good old jumper cables, which doesn't help me at all anymore because I have perfect shield on turn 1 anyways, so jumper cables is as worthless as it could be. I like fuel source, I think that's handy. We certainly do gain temp cards pretty often. If nothing else, it'll give me an evade on turn 1 every combat because of the Jupiter. Let's see if we can get at least one more artifact before the Cobalt. I don't think they can dodge ramming, because it doesn't count as firing on them. I'm pretty sure that just would hit. Let's find out. Aww. Boo. That doesn't seem like that should work. I feel like ram should still just hit, because it's not firing upon. Or I mean, like, it should at least have a smoother animation, because that just looks goofy, but like ram kind of looks goofy to begin with, I don't know. Like it hits and then they dodge. I don't know if that interaction was considered with that particular artifact. Rude. Very rude. Oh well. Apparently it does not. Oh yeah, that counts as gaining temp cards, I suppose. So I get some evade out of that card now too. That's pretty nice. So Build a Cure gives me 2 evade every time I play it now. Oh yeah, I kind of forgot this one had Seeker Missiles. Alright, well Hadron would finish things here and now, but I do kind of want to play the conclusions at some point. I suppose if I just had one hit, it wouldn't quite finish him off. Well, not getting hit by all of the things, duh. This is the last run for the stream, seeing as it has gone rather long. Usually when I'm doing a new character, it ends up being a longer single run. Just so I have time to kind of poke around all of their cards and artifacts and things. Yeah, I did waste some evade there. I have more than enough evade, so I'm not too worried about it. Oh, I suppose that failure is going to just kill them now anyways. Oops. Kind of forgot about that. I do have Adjust, so I can at least get one off the conclusions. And the farming indeed. false vaccine takes away a corrode, but launches an acid missile. What is the point of that? Apply to the enemy. Yeah, huh. How does that benefit you? Oh, I see. If they don't have any corrode, then it still starts off some corrode. That makes sense. Yeah. I think we maybe just keep taking Solar Breeze. Granted, like, we haven't had too many, like, enemies with corrode other than having the one thing. What's it called? Build a cure. Yeah. The failure bee is the only way I have given enemies corrode so far, so false vaccine might actually be somewhat useful. It'd make a lot more sense if you had a tarnish card, since tarnish reduces corrode. Yeah. I haven't interacted with tarnish much yet at all. We'll take another Solar Breeze for now. It's right at the end of the run, so I'm not likely to get a ton of use out of it. We are not fighting Cleo right now. We are, not doing bad as far as the deck, but I don't think we have the synergy we need to make that happen. Granted, perfect shield turn 1. That does help a lot. But like, I don't know, you know, Cleo's kind of hard to get multiple Jupiter drones out against, and I would need multiple drones and a Hadron Collider to really have a chance of doing enough damage, yeah. So we'll just grab an upgrade and roll on into the Cobalt. Yeah, honestly, I'm just gonna do the straightforward thing, juice up Electron Gun, just to have a second attack that's somewhat decent. Oh, relax, just don't get hit. Okay, we do get Terminate because of the whole gadget progress thing. So I can use that as a single use to get some shield at some point. However, I can still get gadget progress, and I'm only, what, 7 away from another artifact? So I could just get an artifact. That would be kind of funny. Yeah, if I actually had grabbed Stun Calibrator earlier, it definitely would have been more viable. We did get Cleanse right away, so I can get rid of that corrode and give myself some temp shield. That's pretty nice. And I have the perfect shield, so I don't need to worry about the tarnish, since it decreases by 1 at the start of the next turn. So I guess we may as well throw a drone out there and start doing some damage. Not that we can do more than one because we only have the one piercing. Oh wait, no, because we have drone piercer. Duh. It's all piercing all the time. I guess I could have played parallel shift first for a drone shift, but eh. Okay, we have all kinds of evade right now. Lots of solar breeze, okay. Oh, Hadron. Yeah, honestly, yeah. I will take one hull, but like, it's one hull. It's too bad I didn't have more than one drone, but... Sleep well, Curio. Thanks for coming on in. It's not amazing value, but it's not bad value. It's still 3 damage per cost. I don't think I'm running out of analysis yet. I'm still pretty early on. "14 evade indeed." And I still have this terminate sitting around in case I want to block. Oh yeah, weaponized patch kit. Would probably be good to get a couple brittle spots. It'd be nice to get more than a couple, but I think it's better to do it while I have the option. Or opportunity, rather. Okay, if I move one right, I only take one hull. I think that's fine. I'd rather not, like, fly super far away from my drone. And I don't even take the one hull because of the whole forged certificate thing, so that's pretty nice too. Oh, got the ram. I can get rid of that missile. And if I do it here, I even miss my drone. Why would using scrap patch kit help? Because that gives me corrode. Oh, I see, Hermes. Yeah, it would move me really fucking far. Yeah, that's fair. I am having fun, you know, playing it a little more intended, though. See, like, on the one hand, yes, I do need to do a cosmic run still. On the other hand, that would make my already way too long runs take even longer. I don't know, like, too long is maybe the wrong thing to say. Like, it's stream, it's gonna be long, I'm yapping, that's half the point, but it does get a little unwieldy when things get past the 3-hour mark. Well, I mean, they'd be shorter if I didn't succeed. Yeah, that's fair. I have been thinking about sliding start time back a little bit, or something along those lines, just to be a little bit less tired for stream, because my sleep schedule has kind of settled a little earlier than it had been, but... Riggs, Perry, Jake, Aries. Yeah, fair. Don't really have much in the way of attack still. I guess I could use adjust here to analyze a card and then play conclusion just to get that out of the way. Yeah, I think lubricant is like kind of an edge case thing, but there are absolutely situations where it makes sense. And being able to do something silly like what was recently suggested would be certainly one of them. Okay, I only need 2 more gadget progress and I can get an artifact right at the end. For the silly. The trash does fuel my evade, yeah. Love me some silly synergy. One away, getting close. Oh, we can finally cleanse. That took way too long. Hadron's only lined up to have 2 hit. I guess if I hadn't cleansed. But still, if I would have to throw another Jupiter out and or realign my existing ones. Neither of which I have the energy to do, so. Alright, well 2 is all I need, so I'm just gonna play it. We did it! Colorful crystal, yeah, that's real useful. We got the bubbles. We're bubbling, gang. We are bubbling. Positively bubbly. Here's the part where I can just start running the heck away. Bye! I don't have anything I can analyze to play Thesis, so no more card draw. Yeah, I was planning on it. I was just giving me a turn to get things set up better. Whee! Oh, and there's my cleanse. Perfect. Moving right also has the advantage of Solar Breeze keeping my drones up somewhat. I can also, if I really want to cheese, just lace your food and run even further. But I don't have a good way to get rid of that corrode. Yeah, Cleanse was the only consistent, like, card I had in my deck that has a corrode cost. Didn't have a lot of good ways of getting rid of corrode this run. I guess there's also Build a Cure. Anyways, we're just messing around at this point. We should probably wrap this up. Yay, I got a bubble. What is it at? 15 hull? Okay. We can start in on that at least. Too bad I don't have an attack here. Not much I can do. We'll get him next time. Or I can just run away forever. I mean, there's always that. Yeah, I feel like Hadron B, like, if you actually... I mean, like, my strategy kind of veered away from damage and towards I'm just gonna be silly and analyze a bunch of cards on purpose in order to get more gadget progress. Which I definitely did not need to do. So I definitely could have made better use of it as far as getting damage out of it. I just stopped caring, I guess, or stopped optimizing. But it is really useful for high damage early on in the run. It's just the longer, or the combat rather, but the longer a combat goes, the less useful it is. Yeah, gadget progress definitely added a lot of time to that one. I was just messing around. You gave me a number, it was a thingy that I could optimize, and I wanted to optimize the thingy, darn it. Never mind it not being efficient or, effective. It was fun. Number go up, and sometimes number go up fun. But yeah, I definitely enjoyed Illeana so far. Wasn't like the most heavy run in terms of like actually using her game mechanics heavily, but you know, at least gave me like a taste of some of her artifacts and stuff. The artifacts definitely really powerful. A couple of those perhaps a little too powerful, but I don't know. I mean, I feel like a lot of the modded characters kind of err on the side of being not as strong, so it's fine to have some here and there that are a little more top heavy. But yeah, I mean, like, definitely, yeah. I'm curious to mess around more with the shoot, the word just dropped out of my mind. The thing with the stuff, the tarnish, that, yes. because we really didn't interact with that much at all here. But yeah, I mean, I think also, like, Illeana's playstyle doesn't fit with the way that I approach the game as well. Not that that's a bad thing at all, it's just like I have to break myself of the mindset of like, oh no, I can never do anything risky or cause myself to take damage. I was playing around a little bit with that toward the end there, but like I still was pretty conservative with it. I feel like I would have been a little bit more adventurous if I had found more ways to get rid of corrode. I probably didn't use Build-A-Cure as much as I could have. It just, like, it does get rid of corrode, but it's also got such an opportunity cost in the energy cost both to play it up front and then to play the failure again afterward that even with the B upgrade it seemed like a really expensive way to do it. Because, like, you're sacrificing energy and card draw to get rid of that corrode, and then you're not getting a whole lot in return. Or at least it doesn't feel like you are. The B upgrade definitely helped the value proposition, but it still just didn't feel like it was worth it a lot of the time. I do want to try Dracula, I haven't had a chance to do that just yet. But yeah, I mean, from what I saw, definitely interesting so far, but I want to take another chance to play through and get some more of the cards to actually better evaluate the character, and obviously you have a decent update coming through the pipes. It was a pretty good second run for Bjorn as well. Like, I feel like we got to see a little bit more well-rounded, even if the strategy overall ended up being pretty similar to my last run. And it was fun to mess around some with gadget progress. Let's actually check the codex and see how many of Bjorn's cards I've seen. So I'm still missing four of them. So there is still a decent amount of Bjorn to find yet. But we've seen the majority of it, even if we haven't used all of them just yet. Looks like Repulsive Forces and Waterfall Model are the only... Well, no, okay, I have a few cards that I've seen and not taken. Anyways. Oh, I see, it lets you select multiple, there we go. Yeah, still quite a few cards yet to find for Illeana. But yeah, thanks for coming along. I enjoyed getting to have some fun with these, mess around with fun new statuses and whatnot. I am excited to give both of these characters another run or two, and to see what kind of updates come along. I should be back next Tuesday as usual for my normal daily run stream. And for anyone who's not familiar, I do usually run these modded streams on Thursday nights every week. My Discord server's linked below. I have updates there if anything changes schedule-wise. So that's the best place to stay up to date, but I do also try to keep the schedule on my Twitch channel at least mostly accurate. Let me just look real quick if anyone is live for me to raid into, otherwise we can end things off here. How do folks feel about a different game? There's a neat person I know who's doing some Earthbound randomizer right now. We could raid in over there. I know I don't usually raid into folks who are playing other games, but this is someone that I am at least somewhat familiar with, so. We will give that a go real quick. But yeah, thanks y'all for watching. I will see you next time. I hope you have an excellent weekend. And let's all go say hi to Pebble.